Hello, good morning. Have you here ever been in your office meeting with your colleague and suddenly felt completely inferior? Imagine losing your mind over another person's business card because of a slightly better font. That sounds ridiculous, but in the movie American Psycho, such tiny moments feel more haunting than the horror scenes. Hello, my name is George Gorong, and thoroughly we will dive into the rhetorical analysis of the movie American Psycho. Most people think of this movie as a horror classic showing a rich serial killer, but the director Harry Harron created this movie with a satirical theme that looks at much bigger pictures. Yes, there is a lot of violence in the movie, but he wants to criticize the society obsessed with status, masculinity, and self image. The movie, released in 2000, portrays the life of Patrick Bateman, a wealthy investment banker in the 1980s New York City. The protagonist is successful, confident, attractive, and disciplined. However, internally, he is emotionally empty and largely disconnected from reality. Today, we will discuss the various rhetorical elements such as ethos, pathos, logos, camera work, music, and performance. First, let's look at the popular business card scene. After around 14 minutes, the movie shows Batman and his co-workers sitting around a meeting table comparing their business cards. On paper, the scene makes no sense. They are just discussing the paper quality and font design with each other. But Mary Hearn directs the scene with an intense psychological theme. The camera has extreme close-up shots. The light, the lighting is reflected softly on the paper. There is dramatic music with this scene is going on. This builds tension among the viewers. Patrick Bateman begins to sweat. This is a certain change in his breathing, and his facial expression shifts from confidence to subtle panic. Let's reflect this scene with appropriate logos and pathos. The audience appeals to the logos as they will quickly realize how irrational and shallow this entire competition is. These characters are discussing such meaningless status symbols and measuring their value based on them. At the same time, this scene also appeals to pathos as the audience can sense the protagonist's insecurity and anxiety. Here, the director wants to establish a clear message about modern day consumer research shows that in the movie, Batman's world is heavily influenced by material obsession. Likewise, today people compare phones, Instagram stories, luxury possessions, and online lifestyle in very similar ways. The business card scene in the movie resembles the modern day Instagram flex, in my opinion. Moving on to the next scene, after 40 minutes into the film, Batman invites his colleague Paul Allen to his apartment and murders him with an axe. Yes, he commits a murder, but the most horrifying narrative in the way he commits the murder. Before murdering, Batman performed a confident dance while giving a flawless speech about music. His voice is confident, intelligent, and controlled. This reflects a false sense of ethos in the audience. Batman begins speaking like a TV host or a movie critic, but there is a thrill among the audience that he is about to do something horrible. The director carefully controls the visual setting of the scene. The lighting is also clean. Batman is seen wearing a raincoat before hitting with the axe, as he does not want any blood stain on his expensive clothes. This scene is strongly tied to the pathos, as audience feel purely disturbed seeing Batman detached completely from the emotional world. For him, murder is just another performance. Batman constantly performs such success, confidence, and masculinity in the movie, hiding his unstable identity underneath. And I felt that this theme of the movie is surprisingly relevant today as well. This moment is shocking to the audience, as everyone naturally expects some kind of punishment after this confession. This scene creates a scene of logos where the large argument of the film in that of Batman's world. No human connection or empathy matters. All of them are self-absorbed. Only status and performance matter. Modern critics relate Batman's mindset with the online Sigma male culture. Also, some argue about the performative masculinity that is still relevant in today's world. In conclusion, American Psycho still matters today because the story of Batman no longer feels fictional. People today are living in a culture obsessed with online performance, status, and branding. The creator of the movie has displayed a world-class art and message through his movie, using the tools like ethos, pathos, and logos to give a shutter to consumerism, emotional vacuum, and performative masculinity. Thank you.